That's pretty creepy. That's pretty creepy. The creepy sounds just keep rolling along. I remember when this came out. I remember when I first played it. It was a great game then and now. Still very playable, still very good. You didn't, and when you first started up back in the day, you had no idea what was going to happen. You had hints from PC Gamer, magazines, etc., but there was no way of knowing what impact this game was going to have whenever it first came out. And it's amazing. It really is an amazing game. So for any of you, so for anybody who is expecting Tomb Raider, I'm not playing that right now, obviously. I finished Tomb Raider 1. I finished playing Tomb Raider 1, and it was fun. So my plan is, and I guess I will have to, since I am alone at the moment, I will have to reiterate this later on. My plan is to play a Tomb Raider game once a month for all this year, hopefully. That is the plan. I'm not the best at sticking to plans. I'm actually surprised that I got this far, but we will see. I guess all we have left to do is start the game. New game. This is actually a game I'm fairly decent at. I'm not the best. I'm not even any good, but I am decent. I think the audio needs to be turned down a bit. Here we are in our cell, for lack of a better word. No, it's a very appropriate word actually. It is just a cell.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Boom! That is our intro to Portal. And I broke a cup. Oh, that poor cup. Can I take it with me? No. the old saying goes, you can't take it with you. But I can take this with me. In fact, you're encouraged to. There are a ton of achievements in this game, and one of them is to destroy all of the radios. I'll try to find as many radios as I can. See? Achievement. I think I'm going to try and just get through this.
Please proceed into
Not
the
that I'm trying
chamber
to,
lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
This isn't going to be a speed run or anything, but I will just kind of breeze through these things as fast as I possibly can. Not that I'm that fast. I am slow. But judging by how long I've taken in this very first room, that is how slow I will go. No, I'll try to get through it. This isn't a very long game. It wasn't intended to be. This was released with the Orange Box, along with Half-Life 2, Episode 2. Damn, that was a long time ago. Half-Life 2, Episode 2, and Team Fortress 2. Man. And I bought it like a dork. No. It was a good thing to buy it. I think buying the Orange Box at the time was worth Portal alone, really.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
It's up there. Radio's up there. I'm tempted to start the level over again. I am very tempted to start the level over again just to get that stupid radio. Oh boy. I won't though. Ah! My box! Over there. What are you doing over there, Portal? Come back here. Oh, there you go.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
GLaDOS. Classic GLaDOS. What do you got in store for us? Testing, no doubt. I'm still consistently impressed by this game, by how it looks, by how it's designed, by how well it plays. Everything about this game just works so well.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Teeth. Fake teeth, I hope. I hope they mean fake teeth. So I'm not going to get the achievement since I missed the radio in the last. That was something that was added after Portal 2 was released, I believe. They added some extra things to it. Like these achievements and the radios and
Very
stuff.
good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Don't worry, I got it. I don't know if you can get... Might. Can you? I don't know if you can get that last one. Get this
To
one.
ensure the safe performance of all authorized
And you can get that one.
activities, do not destroy vital
Okay,
testing
nice.
apparatus.
I'm not very thorough with these things. So, I'm probably going to miss a lot. And that's fine. I'm sure GLaDOS wouldn't mind I miss some. GLaDOS doesn't care. She's a robot. I always love the lore of this game. It's just so wacky. I guess that's the right word for it, wacky. It's a wacky lore.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap. For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus. Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Oh. That was creepy. Yeah, I better make sure to bring my daughter to work day. Yeah, the wacky lore, the wacky lore that crosses over with Black Mesa and Half-Life.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
And which you learn a lot more about it in Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2. No, you don't learn any Portal lore in Half-Life 2. You learn it in Portal 2, of course, and a little bit in Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Tiny bit. I've been playing too much. I got used to the Minecraft controls, so like anytime I come here in Edge, my instinct is to press shift. But that doesn't work in this game. What? There we go.
Once again, excellent work. As
Yeah.
part of our required test protocol,
not bad.
we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad GLaDOS trusts us. I'm glad she trusts us enough to test on our own without having to have oversight 24/7. That's That's very progressive of you, GLaDOS. Very progressive. We'll just move on to the next. Oh, that was weird. We'll just move on to the next chamber, and just with the assumption that she will not be monitoring us. I don't feel monitored. Do you? I don't. My monitor sense is not tingling, so I must not be monitored.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
That's suspicious. If I wasn't being monitored, how would she know that the vital testing apparatus was destroyed? It's a mystery to us all. these inner workings, even for this first Portal game, is fascinating. It's like, what is here? What could be here? What is beyond that grate?
Vital testing apparatus destroyed. As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Oh, GLaDOS. You got me. I thought I wasn't being monitored, and I was. Oh, you GLaDOS. What are we gonna do with you? Water. But you know what? I still trust GLaDOS. There's no reason not to, right? She's an AI. I'm sure she has our best interest in mind.
Class safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent...
How the heck did I die? How do you die in Portal? How does anybody die in Portal?
Class safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
I don't know how anybody dies in Portal, but I did it twice. That's good to know.
Class safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can...
I think that...
Class safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Unbelievable. You.
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Can I just grab it through the portal? I don't think I can. No? That song's annoying. Oh, come on. Just get it. It's not that far. It's like... If this was real life, I could just reach around inside it, but I can't. This is fake life, where I have limits. I wonder if it's too late. Oh well. I'm not getting that anyways. Wait a minute. I don't think I'm getting that achievement anyways. I already missed one, so it's fine. I think I did get that achievement already. Did I? Well, you wouldn't know.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Okay, I did it. GLaDOS? Are you proud of me, GLaDOS? I beat it. GLaDOS doesn't care. I'm having my suspicions that GLaDOS might not have my best interest in mind, but I'll stay
Please
positive.
note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Well, I think it's been a while since I ate. Must have been in that chamber quite a while, so that looks exactly like soup. Yeah, let's try it. What? You're telling me that wasn't soup?
For failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
It's almost like I've played this before. Oh, the radio's right there. Maybe I can grab it. I know I can't get the achievements, but I want to try and grab as many as I can, so why not, right?
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
I'm pretty sure that's not true. Well, what do I know? I'm not sentient AI. Or am I? I might be. Would a sentient AI be a terrible streamer with 0 viewers? It's very possible.
The Enrichment
Says, what does
Center
sentient
regrets to
AIs know about
inform you
streaming?
that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Wait. No, this is a lot easier
The
than I
Enrichment
remember.
Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
Well, maybe I should just try and give up. I mean, she did say it was broken. So,
Once
If it-
again, the Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test environment.
well, since she's saying that, but then again, there is a window there, and I can shoot through it. If I walk through this, I disappear. Maybe I don't need to.
Frankly, this chamber was a mistake. If we were you, we would quit now.
I did it. I beat the AI.
No one will blame you for giving up. In fact, quitting at this point. Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Well, she says that. So this is number 3. I don't know. I was pretty convinced. I think it was dumb luck that got me through that one. So what's next, GLaDOS? So everything's okay. I have to check the. I have to make sure the stream is running every once in a while. Otherwise, we all die. No, not die. The other thing. We stop streaming. That's what happens. It stops streaming. But no, everything's fine.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous one. For momentum.
That's suspicious. But you know what? There's no reason to not believe her. So there's a portal up there, and since I'm thinking with portals, let's try that again. There, we did it. We got across. Oh, wait. I want to go back. Oh, no. What's going to happen to me? What am I going to do? I wasn't ready for this. Oh, there's another portal. Okay, maybe I can do this. What? Ah!
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure that happened on accident. Now what? Whoa. Whoa! There's a portal. Oh, stairs. Where are you? What the? Where? Where are you? Come out, you. Must be up the stairs. Oh, there it is. I can't do it. So I suppose I have to put this up here since it's maybe? Yeah, I guess so. Well, let me take a better look here. Let me change. Oh my god! Oh, that didn't work. I was trying to be clever, but that didn't. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Perfect. That sounds like... Whenever it does that noise, it sounds like a modem. Has anyone ever deciphered the sound?
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Well, I'm glad she dumbed it down for me. I'm not sure I would have figured it out otherwise. Wait a minute. There we go. No, 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 no. Come on. We can do this. Geronimo! Did it make it? It did make it. I'm glad. I'm glad you made it. You're my favorite radio so far. Still my favorite radio. I wonder if I'll... It's okay. No one's watching. I wonder if I'll be able to finish this today. It's a short game. I think I...
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
This is a teaching moment. Literally, it's a teaching moment. They're trying to teach you how to use portals. Like, half of this game is tutorial. And no one really complains about it because it's good. So it just goes to show you, people will only complain as long as it's good. But even then, they'll still complain. So I guess what's my point, right? My point is that good things are good, right? See? If you can see the portal device, on the very top of it, I can't bend my head. My head doesn't work that way. There's a blue little dot on top of the portal device. That means I can only do blue portals. And on the top of this one, there's an orange dot. And then whenever I grab this one,
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in
Subject hometown here.
I just realized that that dot represents the last portal I've shot. Oh, I'm supposed to press that button, aren't I? Dang it. What the heck is in that? You hear that squelching sound or that like blurping? Like a bubbly sound? Not this, no. Now we wait. Now we wait for the slow ass thing. This is a fascinating. I think personally, I like. Well, of course, if it's my personal opinion, of course I'm thinking it. So why do I need to preface it with I think? I'll tell you why. It's because I have low self-esteem. But that's not important right now. Oh, it's on the other. Oh, shoot. Well, la-di-da. I'm just gonna have to forget that one. You're my least favorite radio. What was I gonna say? I want to say that I like the aesthetic of the first game better than the second game, even though that's a newer game. It looks nicer, better engine, etc. I think I like the design of this game better. I like the fact that it feels solid.
Get ready to fling yourself. Fling into space.
Fling, eh? I like that everything feels solid, that it feels like it's on the ground. In the new one, it goes crazy with the folding out and folding in of the scenery and stages and stuff like that to an extremely absurd degree, to a point where it takes me out of it a little bit. I love that game. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I like this aesthetic better, where it feels more grounded, slightly more grounded. As grounded as a sentient AI taking over a facility can be. Bling! Isn't there Dr. Seuss? Speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out. Oh, it was chasing me. I didn't do that on purpose. I don't think I could have done that on purpose. Like I said, I'm not a speedrunner. This is just one of those games that I know more about than others. I suppose if there was a game I could possibly speedrun, this wouldn't be it. Because it takes too much precision glitching. I know all that stuff. It mostly takes practice and effort, but I'm not that kind of person. I never put that
Now
much
that
effort
you are in
anything.
control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
See, one thing I like about this game is that it's a fun game and was designed well. That's one thing I like about it. No,
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
going along the lines of this feels like it was grounded in reality is that it feels like these were necessary, for lack of a better word. Oh. Like, it felt like you really were doing something slightly subversive when you were, come on. Oh, shoot. It really did feel like you were doing something slightly subversive when you were destroying all the testing apparatus. But you don't get that. The second game makes everything seem like it makes GLaDOS like almost omniscient, and well, not just GLaDOS, but also oh, what's that core's name? What's that one?
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Oh, I'm glad that I'll be missed. That fills a hole in my heart, I think. It fills a hole in my heart that I didn't know I needed. It fills a hole in my pants. Yeah, the audio's still terrible. I don't know how to improve it either. I have an okay microphone. It costs $30. But that was with the wires and mount and everything, so it costs probably around $20. So it's not a good microphone. But it is a condenser microphone. A cheap one, but it's still a condenser microphone. And I have an okay sound card. So I thought it might sound okay, but it still sounds 14. Wait a minute. I think we skipped some. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that many.
All subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
I'm not always talking about holes. It's just that holes often come up in conversation. Hello, John. So what's the update? Our correspondent in the Philippines, what is the update on the volcano situation? Oh, you didn't know you were a correspondent? Oh. You weren't here, but I wanted to play a game that I was okay at. So that's why I'm playing Portal. I just died. I shouldn't have said I was okay at it. But I did say I was only okay. Okay, there's a way to... Okay. Also, I apologize about this stream quality. I theoretically could stream better, but my ISP
Very, very good. A
has
complimentary
decided to
victory
put
lift
a
has
data
been
cap
activated
on
in the
my...
main chamber.
There's a data cap on the ISP, so I have to be careful about how much how much data I use. It's a gigabyte, but it's still like ridiculous. Oh, New Mexico's okay. You know, there's a super volcano in New Mexico. Not active, but theoretically it could
The
erupt.
Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
GLaDOS, we do have volcanic activity in New Mexico. We are on a fault. Not on a fault, a rift. And a giant plateau and a rift and everything. So there is volcanic activity here. Theoretically, there are volcanoes in New Mexico that could erupt. But the last time it erupted was like 3,000 years ago or something like that. So it's unlikely, but it could happen. Well, that is a positive. Yes, that's exactly why I'm doing it, because I want to save bandwidth for you. I'm not doing it for any other reason on my end. It's for the viewers. It's for those of you who need the lower resolution for your phones. At least that's what it's going to say on my gravestone.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Oh, this one's a bit of a... This one is a bit of a... You have to be a little bit quick with this one. Oops. Yep. Oh. Oh, there we go. Not as fast as I thought I did. Although there's several you don't like the robot? You don't like GLaDOS? Come on, it's a classic. GLaDOS is a classic. Or are you talking about my robotic voice?
Vital testing apparatus
Because that is
destroyed.
pretty bad. I mean, my robotic voice is pretty bad. I was just mentioning my terrible microphone. This one... No. Here. I think that's it. This one always confuses me. But not as much as I thought it did, because I did finish it. Bam! I just hope this doesn't get people seasick. Or you specifically, since you're the only one here. The story? You are a test subject for Aperture Laboratories, and that's how you know it first. You've never played Portal? It's a classic game. It's a very good game and very classic. Came out a million years ago, 2005 or something like that. Forget. You are a test subject, and that's pretty much all you know at first. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I didn't save, and now I have to do the whole thing again. Oh no! Okay, this game automatically saves. Unlike Tomb Raider, that it would have sent me back. What? Oh. No! Oh, you... Did I answer this already? I was trying to. I think I got distracted. You are test subject, insert your name here, and you are... Oh, you get motion sick? Oh, that's a bummer. Is this making you motion sick? Should I shake more? Should I shake more? Is that helpful? Oh crap. Sorry. Oh yeah, you mentioned that. You said that you probably couldn't play VR either.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
So you're a test subject, and you're being tested by this robot-y voice, as far as you know at this point. This is a really short game, actually. That's one of the reasons I'm playing it. I should be able to finish it tonight.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
I didn't die, you're seeing things. Ah. Oh, that's a real bummer. But you can play Tomb Raider? I guess
Due
that
to
since that's third
mandatory
person though.
scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
Okay. Well, my condolences if you have to do
Vital
that.
testing apparatus destroyed. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Who are you?
I love these little robots.
Put me down.
They're so ineffectual. These little robots are so ineffectual, they're fun. There's a Portal 2, and they make an appearance in that too. And they have a slightly bigger role to play in that one. Like, what kind of role is there to play in this kind of game? But they do somehow. Well, as far as the thing is, if you've never played this game, I'm not going to spoil it for you as long as you're watching. Up to this point, all you know is that you're a test subject and that you're going through these tests so that you can test out this portal gun that you have. Oh, crap. So up until this point, all I've been doing is solving these puzzles with using this portal gun and various blocks and buttons. So this is where this story sort of expands a little bit. So you see this little you see a little thing here, and you can sort of go behind the scenes, like see the man behind the curtains kind of thing. Although there aren't any other people in this game. There's just you and robots. You've probably seen this meme at least. It was really big at the time. The cake is a lie. So there's a big mystery about who made these and what this facility is, and suddenly why is it that you can go behind the scenes, you know, and why does it look so terrible here when it's so clean and nice out here?
There you are. Are you still there? Who's there? Goodbye. I don't hate you.
Really? You've never seen that meme? It was like the biggest thing of 2005. But
Who's there? Are you still there? Hey. Malfunction. Shutting down. Sleep mode activated. Are you still
well, since this is a first for you, now you can do the cake is a lie meme all by yourself. Maybe you can bring it back, make it popular again. These are like the most ineffectual little robots.
Critical error.
You're like, what use would they be? But they're testing turrets, that's why. Like, why do they need testing turrets? Why do they need live fire testing turrets in a lab? We don't know. That's what we're gonna find out.
Please put me
Oh!
no hard
Dead.
feelings. Resting. Searching.
Junior high? Junior high would have been a good time for playing Portal.
Goodbye.
Yeah, yeah. Except this came out before Wally, I believe. I want to say that. Now I have to look it up. Portal video game, yes. First release 2007. And then the sequel was released in 2011. So you're saying you didn't hear about Portal, and yet you know all about Tomb Raider.
Deploying.
So when did Wally come out? Now I have to look that up. Jeez. Work.
Is anyone there?
Okay, Wally came out in 2008. So the voice. So there's. I don't know what came first then. There's enough overlap that both of them could have had the idea at the same time.
Activated. Target lost. System. Uh-oh.
Get out of here.
Why
Get out of here, you little robot. Robot. Oh, I see. Okay, you've heard of it, but you haven't played it.
Put me down. Critical error.
It is too bad you can't play it. It is a very fun game. Why did it get so popular? Mainly that it's just it was very innovative at the time. The Portal
Are you still there?
gameplay, the idea of solving puzzles with
I don't blame you.
portals,
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
and the I would say it's I don't know. That's actually a hard question. Why does any game become popular? It's well made, first of all. It looks really nice even for its time, and even now, it's well designed to a point where it looks okay.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Not great, but okay.
Who are you?
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're playing it, it's a lot easier to be oriented. I think the first time I played this,
The
it
vital
was
apparatus
disorienting
vent will
quite a bit,
deliver
but
a weighted companion
over the
cube
years, I
in
played it
3,
more and more, and so
2,
it's kind of
1.
gotten second nature a little bit. And here's the famous. You might not know this, but this was the famous companion cube.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
The weighted companion cube. Another popular meme at the time.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
Oh, which one did I put down? Put down a blue.
Vital
shoot.
testing apparatus destroyed.
Press the wrong button. The right button puts down one kind of portal, and the left button puts down another kind of portal. And I just forgot which one was which. So right button makes orange, left button makes blue. Of course, the whole gimmick of this level is that you get one cube and you have to solve all of the puzzles with this one cube. And I got killed by one of those high energy, what do they call them? High energy balls. A deadly sphere. How about that?
It reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
It was behind me.
It reminds you
Killed
that
by
the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact, cannot speak.
They say that.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Yeah, there's a few things that kill you instantly. Wait a minute. Oh. Blue. Orange. There we go. It's a really interesting puzzle mechanic, the portal gun. Oh crap. Yeah. That's not the best representation of Albuquerque. It's not a wholly inaccurate representation of Albuquerque, but it's not the most accurate either. Yeah, Breaking Bad. Yeah, in fact, I live near a place where they did a lot of filming and stuff for it. I'm not going to say exactly where, but There we go. See, the whole idea of this game is to figure out how portals work, basically. It seems like it's as simple as thing goes into one end of the portal, other thing comes out of the other end. But it becomes more complicated when... What the heck is going on? No, I didn't watch it. I'm not really into those heavy dramas. I know it's supposed to be like sort of a really dark comedy, but I'm not that great with those. So here we are behind the scenes again. Some mysterious person has scrawled on these walls. And this is why they warn you about not to listen to the... Yeah, I've heard it is really well made. I hear it's really good. I'm just not good with those kinds of dramas. Those kinds of things. I try to stick to comedies and nonsense. Get back up there. Oh yeah, it stops. Oh, I forgot. I was wondering if that would work. It stops producing them when you put it into its receptacle. I like Bryan Cranston.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Bryan Cranston is great. He's a really good actor.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
She says that. But what if it's really good advice? Oh, come on.
Companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
It's already... Yeah, it is. Okay. No. You don't get to break it open. But it's been up for a lot of debate what's inside the companion cube. There's been all kinds of fan speculation. One of the fan theories is that there are previous test subjects inside of it. But the truth is, it's probably just a cube. You know the old saying, a cube is just a cube? Sometimes a cube is just a cube.
Companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
Although one thing I do know that's inside the companion cube is my hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams are in this little companion cube. Love, hate, all could be contained within this little box with a heart on it. So it's the most important box in this entire game. one that we will see a lot in coming puzzles. One that is more important than anybody even knows.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
So that's the kind of game this is. If I wait around, I think you can wait around, and then she keeps telling you things. I don't really want to do that right now. I'll go ahead and do this.
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
So this friendly little box that you got along with all this time.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
It was a wonderful box while we had it. It is a bit like a Pandora's box. It can be anything you believe it to be. Anything you want. As long as it's that whatever is in it can be burned.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
The way she worded that was a bit suspicious, but you know what? We can trust her, I think. This is the most, this area of the game is the most, movement heavy, I think. There's a lot of twisting and turning. There's an achievement to destroy all of the, if you can take the radio with you to the end of the level each time. But that's a little bit of a pain in the ass for me. Wait. What was I gonna do? Why am I over here? Ah, crap. There we go. Oh. That's what it was. Shut the wrong portal. Portal isn't an exact science. It's a series of educated guesses. At least that's how I perceive it. Okay. Then I go over here. No. Oh shoot, I pressed the wrong button. go.
There you are. Hi there, Nathan. Would you come over? Are you still there?
Oop. I better take a break for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Had to get up real quick. Small emergency. Not an important emergency, but still. Sorry. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. I think every time I start a new, Oh, are you going to sleep? Oh, we're back. We're back. We. The royal we. Yeah, no, everything's fine. It was just a small thing. The main thing was that I had to go to the bathroom. But other than that, it's fine. This, so far, this is the most complex puzzle and the one I often forget how to do. First things first is you knock down all of these little... Really? You have to knock down all the little turrets. can't quite reach them. Oh, shoot. Oh, I am never going to remember how to do this. I've been playing this game for 10 years, or wait, 2017 would have been 10 years, 18, 12 years. I've literally been playing this for 12 years, and I still can't remember which button does what color portal. Hence the name of the channel. By the way, the name of the channel is Adam Plays Badly. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Wait, that's the wrong one. That's a good idea. Is it pretty cold over there? I thought the Philippines was closer to the equator. I'm moving my hand back and forth in this horizontal motion as if anybody can see it. Let's see. What do I do now? I think I have to go flying. That's usually the answer. Oh, yeah. There we go. Timing. It's all about timing. Timing and luck. Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Peter. Have to go back. Whew. Touch and go there for a second, but I got the box. Now this is the one that's always a bit confusing for me, especially since I'm never 100% sure on the buttons. So this one you have to have good timing. Let's see if I can do it the first time.
Well
There
done.
we go.
Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
Well, I got it with a minimum of fapping about, so that was good. Well, here we are at the last test.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
There we go. That dilly bobber starts this dilly bobber. Oh, I was crushed. Oh, that's nice. I'm the only one that's ever... There we go. Now you're thinking with portals. And now I'm dying by portals. Damn it. How did that happen? Please. Yeah, you could say that.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
And here is
Congratulations.
his.
The test is now over. All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
So this is where you learn for 100% fact that there's that this testing is not 100% above board.
What are you doing? Stop it. We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you. We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party. Make no further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
Shoot. The radio is absolutely necessary. And this is where you learn. I think we were talking about this the other day, that about tutorials, and that a tutorial done well will not feel like a tutorial. And this game is a shining example of that because half of this game is purely to show you how to use the portal device for this moment right here. Not just this moment, but every moment coming after this as well. The only thing you like in the game, really? You haven't found anything to like about this game? No, that's not right.
Hello? Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here. Hello?
Walls and robots and beams. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess if you long for more than just robots, lasers, and beams, then I suppose this is not the game for you. Um, no! My radio. Sorry, accidentally destroyed the radio. And this is where you learn that there's no one here. There was, in fact, no one behind the curtain all along. And you get an Easter egg about how this ties into Half-Life, the Half-Life universe in Black Mesa. Although you probably haven't played Half-Life either, probably, right? Well, for an audience of one, I suppose I picked the wrong game. It's not too long. There's a couple of more, wait, there's at least 3 more levels, I think. They're not too long. I can definitely beat this tonight, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, this is definitely the wrong game to pick if the only person watching gets motion sick from playing first-person shooters. So I do apologize for that, I suppose. I will try to make this as painless as possible.
What are you doing? You haven't escaped, you know. You're not even going the
Well,
right way.
that argument would make a lot more sense if I had more people watching, but since you're literally the only one, it well,
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
my audio keeps cutting out. The audio in my headset keeps cutting out for some reason. I have no idea why, and I don't have the patience to try and solve it. So I need a box. Where to get one? Oh, I don't need a box. What am I thinking? Wait a minute, that didn't make any sense. Oh, okay. Thinking with portals. That's the name of the game.
Uh-oh, somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they cut it anyway. There is still some left, if you hurry back.
No, but it is wireless. So it uses a battery, and I think the battery's just... Although it's plugged in, which is why it's so vexing. It's plugged in, charging, and I can use it most of the time. Suddenly it'll just... gone. Now you get to the real inner workings of the game. The real gritty behind the scenes. Now I have to remember what to do. Oh, yeah, now I remember. I have to go on top of these inexplicable pistons. And then what? Oh, there we go. Well, I can't help it. The game made me do it. There's supposed to be audio. I mean, there's supposed to be music. I think it only plays during certain points, though. It only plays, like, at the beginning of certain sequences. It's supposed to give you that lonely feeling to have a minimalistic soundtrack like this. Tomb Raider did the same thing, pretty much. think I can just jump this. There we go. The portals have a slight... Yeah. They only trigger in certain areas. I think that's on purpose. That's definitely on purpose in this game. I think in Tomb Raider that might have been because they had a limited amount of space for music. But in this game, it's definitely on purpose. And, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. When I uploaded... I've been uploading the videos to YouTube. Mainly for backup purposes. But every single one of them has a copyright claim because of the music in the game. So just because the music played in-game, from the game, it was copyrighted. Copyright claimed. So, they just paint over everything with the broadest brushes. Okay, what am I supposed to do in here? I'm supposed to go... here? Oh, that's a portable wall there. Portable. It's a portable wall. There we go. They're not the hardest puzzles in the world, but they are.
Didn't we have some fun, though? Remember when the platform was
They are
sliding
what?
into the fire pit and I said,
Oh no,
"Come on," and you were
some of them are hard. That's. I was gonna say that they're not the hardest puzzles in the world, but some of them are hard.
Is anyone there?
Yeah. Well, if you have, unless you have really good music, yeah, that's a good method for doing it. There are games that can play them in loop, but they have to be exceptionally good music for that to work. It's the right direction. It was definitely a good decision for Tomb Raider. That is, especially the main theme that, it's like 5 notes, in fact. It is a very generic song. Score, music, I don't know what you would call it. Where is the surface I need to portal onto? Why am I blanking? Oh. I was thinking I need to go that direction, but I need to go this direction. Oops. I think I need to do this one. Now I go this direction. No. Kerrigan. I think the old go-to launch across the room. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. One thing that Tomb Raider 1 did was they used a very unique instrument, I think. It might not even be a real instrument. It might just be some MIDI thing, but
It's not too late for you to turn back.
it sounds like a
Just go back to the testing area.
alto clarinet or an oboe or something like that. Really high pitched oboe. It'd be interesting to know what instrument it was. Okay, where do I portal? Where do I portal to? There. There we go. And there. Why does this even exist? This was literally made just to crush people, I swear. They wanted to get on OSHA's nerves, so they built this thing.
You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it. Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy.
I love how she mocks you. Love how she mocks you the whole time. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Out of one hellhole and into another. Literally. More calls for help. More signs of life, but you haven't found any.
Activating. Failure. Malfunction. Shutting down. Please put me down. Please put me down. No hard feelings. Uh-oh. Malfunction.
See,
Why?
even when she's trying to set a trap for you, they're still so ineffectual. They're not really meant for that.
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
There you are. Target lost.
Oh no! The only nice turret. Here's the music. Happy? That's what it feels like. That's what they want you to believe. Wait. Where was I? Where do I need to go? try to carry the radio as far as I can. I can't make any promises. Where is it? There it is. Whoa, physics. Bum ba-dum ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum.
Hey, I used.
Oops. Caught it. There we go.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you. And all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
See, you do learn that there were people here at one point. And now, as far as we can tell, there are none. Well, this is the end of the line. Sorry. No more radio. I wonder what this button does. A new enemy. Moon? I don't think I've heard of that one. Is it about the moon? Shoot. Box fell out, but it fell out over here. I have to go back and get it. There it is. My poor box. Ow. My back. My back. Oh, man. I've been sitting odd this whole time, so I shouldn't do that. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. Moon? What's it about? Come on, box. I want to take you with me. I had to get rid of the other box. I don't want to get rid of you too. I love you too much, box. Oh, I didn't. That was a waste of time. I didn't need to do it. Oh, is it one of those like lonely movies where there's only like one person? We're getting there. We're almost there. I don't know why I suddenly have a southern accent. A terrible southern accent at that. Ew. What am I even standing in? It's all squishy.
Defying. I don't blame you.
Okay, this one's not too hard. There's another fling around.
Searching.
And this had regenerating health before it was cool. That's not true. 2007. Yeah, regenerating health was already around, so. Solitary movies about solitaire. Now there's a movie, Solitaire, the movie.
Shutting down.
You know they would make it through Solitaire, the movie. It'd be about explosions and directed by Roland Emmerich.
Please put me down. Searching.
Oh! See, this is what I look like, if you were curious.
Hello.
See, I am just a person. Some random person.
And put me down.
This isn't strictly necessary, but it is easier. It makes things a little bit easier.
Uh-oh. I don't blame you.
Oh, shoot.
Defying. Who are you? Activated.
There we go. Now I don't have to worry about getting shot. Isn't that the goal in life, though? Shoot. Okay. There we go. Now I can bring my box over. My precious, precious box. It doesn't play music, but... Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention. Michael Bay. Yeah, Michael Bay. That would be better. Starring The Rock.
I don't hate you.
Solitaire, the movie, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Special guest star, a deck of cards played by Scarlett Johansson. Bill, play me like one of your other card games. I'm sorry, baby. This kind of game you have to play solitary. Alone. Dwayne. No, he's never called Dwayne. Bill, please tell me you're not going to play another game. That's the name of the game, baby. That sounds more like Duke Nukem than The Rock. I can't do a Rock impression. I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it wouldn't be Scarlett Johansson. In those kind of movies, they always hire an actress that's like 20 years younger than the lead star. So, how old is The Rock? Like 40, 50? Pushing 50? 45? How old is The Rock? Alexa, how old is Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Okay, he's 47 years old. Alexa, cancel. Sorry about that. Alexa, so he's 47 years old. That means they would have to get someone 20. I had to do the math. In my head, I had to do the math for some reason. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck here for no good reason. What? No! It's teetering on the between life and death. Can I catch it? Okay. There we go. At least I got my box. I honestly don't have any idea. I don't keep track of those things, but it is inevitable. They will pick someone half his age. That's what they always do with those movies. Okay, here we are. This is the final boss of the game. See, this is the facility, and you learn that the facility is actually massive. You don't know why. No, you've seen nobody yet. You can guess, but my box. What happened to my box?
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it?
Oh, you're
because
welcome.
Despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4.
Yeah, this is the final boss.
Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead. Where are you taking that thing? I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse
Can I give it
somehow.
back? You can't give it back.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone. Do you
This is
think
where
I'm
you
trying
use
to
your
trick you
knowledge?
with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now. Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
I tried. Didn't work.
Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later.
Well, I've played this game before, so I know what it does.
That thing is probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it. Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much. Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel? You're kidding me. Did you just stuff that Aperture Science thing, we don't know what it does, into an Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that— Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin.
It really
All
isn't a
right.
very complex
Keep
boss
doing
battle.
whatever it is you think you're doing. Giving you and
Dark
giving
Souls,
you good
this is
advice
not.
aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
Wait, that should be right. Why didn't it hit her?
This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? The difference
here
between
we go.
us is that I can feel pain. Do you?
She has some really great moments in this. Her name is
Who are
GLaDOS,
you?
by the
Did you
way.
hear me?
What is
I
that?
said you don't care.
What's that?
Are you listening?
What's that?
Or
What is that?
GLaDOS.
Oh, that thing has numbers on it. Hey, look at that thing. No, that other thing.
That's
Oh,
it.
what's wrong with your legs?
I'm done
Where are
reasoning
we
with
going?
you.
Are you
Starting
coming
now,
back?
there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing.
Is that a gun?
I love these little
Where are we
cores.
going?
They're great.
Something burning. Oh, what's in here? Who are you?
You think you're doing some damage?
2 plus 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior.
Hello.
Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable, liked by no one. A bitter, unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned, shall not be mourned. That's exactly
Well.
what it says. Very formal. Very official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny too.
GLaDOS is mean.
Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about what happens after you die, right? Guess what? I know.
GLaDOS
You're
is
going
too
to
mean.
find out
I can't
firsthand
take it
before I
anymore.
finish explaining it.
It was too much for me. Okay, that's the end. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the recipe for cake.
You're going to find out
Does it
firsthand
work?
before I finish explaining it, though, so I won't bother.
Was that one of those
Here's
things
a
that
hint.
it wasn't actually a
You're
good
gonna want to
recipe
pack
or
as
something
much
like that?
living as you can into the next couple of minutes.
I don't remember.
That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit. It made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero.
Hey, you don't need to be so mean, GLaDOS. Jeez. What?
This isn't brave. It's murder. What did
How did I
have to
fail
do?
doing that? I don't know.
The difference between us is that I can feel pain.
If there's a way to fail, I can
You
do it.
don't even care, do you?
I think this is an old recipe. Old recipes used to use margarine.
So deadly. Joking.
I'm kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly. I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot less funny. Who's gonna
Wait a
make the
minute.
cake when I'm gone? You. Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to
Almost.
waste. What's your point anyway?
I'm completely lost.
Survival.
Where was it?
Well then,
Did I
the
get it?
last
Oh, I
thing
did
you want
get
to
down,
do is
okay.
hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible
This is the
happens
demonic
to you.
core.
Which it's just about to.
It's really the
Believe me?
recipe. Okay.
Here, I'll put you on. That's you. That's how dumb you sound.
That would have been
You've
funny.
wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including
It would have
this
been. It
thing.
would have been funny as
You're
well
not
if it
a
did. If it didn't
scientist.
actually
You're
work.
not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee.
Like if it was a,
Where did your life
or
go
if it was
so
a
wrong? Are you trying to escape?
recipe from muffins or something.
Things have changed.
That would have been funny.
since I have an infinite capacity for knowledge. And
Here we are, the end of the game.
All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and
I think there is a story behind that recipe. I think they got it from like a really old cookbook or something. GLaDOS. I think this is this the first time you see the name? Her name? It might be.
Thank you for assuming the Putty Aircurd submission position.
And famously, whenever Portal 2 was about to come out, they updated this ending to include this little bit where they drag you away. The original ending was just there. No, not right now. I wasn't planning to do Portal 2. This really is such a great game, though. It just... And now it's so nostalgic. And all the memes... Yeah, GLaDOS. It's a pun. And this is a great song here.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science.
They thought everything was going to be a meme. This whole game was a meme pretty much at the time. I think the only thing that didn't become a meme was that ring.
Except the ones who are dead. But
Yeah, this is a great song.
crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science
Sorry, I'm ruining the
goes
song.
on and you make a neat plan for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, I'm
Still don't get it?
torn to pieces. And threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so
They named the
happy for
ring?
you. Now these points
Oh,
of
man.
data make a beautiful line.
I guess that's what happens with iconic games. People just get all into them.
Things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to
Billy
stay
the Ring.
inside.
If it was a few years later, it would be called Ring McRingface,
To help you.
probably.
Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look up, there is
Isn't there a recipe for the cake in this too?
live experiments to run. There is research
Somewhere.
to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
There's John's favorite song. Yeah, people were making this kind of cake. It was all over the internet. People were going nuts. Oh, Hoopy the Hoop. Okay. So it was like that. There's not much to get about this game. It really is, you think with portals, and you get cake in the end. You do some testing. It's all science, you know? Science, you know science. Science. Maybe I can start Portal 2. I don't think I'm going to get very far. Portal 2 is definitely the, this one doesn't have much of a storyline. It's mostly, it's like a good 90% just lore, this game. Oh, look, the companion cube's okay. This game is like 90% lore. There's a few things they tell you in the game, but mostly lore, mostly things you learn outside. You have to pick up yourself. The second game, has a definite storyline. There's definite characters, and more than just GLaDOS. And I'm not even including yourself. Shell's not a character, really. The Ratman is more of a character than GLaDOS. Oh, I don't have it installed. I would be perfectly willing to play Portal 2, but I don't have it installed right now. So if you're willing to wait 20 minutes or more, and I just uninstalled them like 2 weeks ago too. I was like, I was doing a purge of all my uh, games that I had installed because I wanted to save a little bit of space, so I uninstalled it like a fool. Yeah, but everything from Portal you have to find out yourself. They don't. They pretty much don't give you anything except at the very end with GLaDOS. She tells you what happens, but she doesn't. Of course, she doesn't give you the whole story. She gives you half the story, and it's very. Her version of the story is very biased towards robots. So what do I have installed? I don't have a ton of stuff installed. Omicron, the Nomad Soul. I still have that installed for some reason. Super Hot VR. Oh my god. If you get motion sick from first person shooters, you really get motion sick from a VR game, especially one on the especially when you see streaming. There should be a Portal movie. I think they've been yeah. There had been talks for a long time, Portal and Half Life. They've been wanting to make movies of those for quite a while, and nothing ever came of them. There was at one point they were talking to uh what's his name? That guy. Um he did he did the Star Wars movies recently, and he did the Star Trek movies, and he also did tons of other things. I can't remember his name now. Anyways, well, I heard from my cousin who works there. He's a janitor down at the Valve. He he made it. He knows he saw a 3 in the bathroom stalls. So I guess that verifies there's gonna be a Portal 3. But you don't tell anybody, right? Okay. J.J. Abrams, that's his name. There was talks of J.J. Abrams directing the Half Life movie, and it didn't go anywhere, like many of these things do. That's the uh, that's the story of Hollywood in a nutshell. Is broken dreams. You know, lots of people have ideas that don't go anywhere. Well, thank you for following me. I wouldn't have suggested it, but thank you. You're just building him up for nothing, really. I'm afraid you're up for a lot of disappointment and falling into spikes. I played Tomb Raider uh, yesterday and earlier this week, the original Tomb Raider from 1996, and there was a lot of falling in spikes, a lot of getting lost, a lot of falling in spikes, and getting eaten by wolves. I think that's what that game's about. I'm pretty sure there was nothing else in that story. Well, you followed. Oh yeah, Portal 2's a legit game, as they say. As the kids say nowadays, it's a legit game. Uh, what, 20 hours or so, I guess. I haven't played it in a long time. I have 70 hours in it. Would you recommend this game to other players? Maybe. No, yes, I would definitely. Yeah, it's this was Portal. The original Portal game was basically a tech demo of sorts. They put a nice story behind it, but it was essentially a tech demo. They needed a game to go with the what they called the orange box. It was Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal were the games that were in this set of games. And so they needed 3 relatively small games so that they could like fill out this thing for marketing reasons, I suppose. $3, really? Yeah, I'm definitely not getting through. It took me a lot longer than 3 hours. Uh, but then again, I'm much more of an exploratory player. I like looking at all the details and everything. I don't know. The second game got quite a bit of praise. It it was it got awards and whatnot, and people like it. Uh, Plus Portal 2 has what's his name? What's that fella's name? It has a cast. There's at least 2 other people who do voices for it. Yeah, I'm really into exploring, especially on my first playthrough. Especially since I'm also the type that won't I won't usually play a game again right away. Actually, Portal was one of the few games I did play right away again after I finished it. But like a good 90% of the games I play, I don't play again right away. Um, that's why I really hate games where you have to beat the level. You finish the game, and then you have to beat it again, just so that you could get the good ending. Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Scarlett Johansson star in Portal 2. You wouldn't know. They do very good voice work. Let's see, voice actors. Um, Cave Johnson, J.K. Simmons is the guy who plays. J.K. Simmons does one of the voices. Uh, Nolan North, isn't it? Does one of the voices, and Stephen Merchant. That's the one. Oh yeah, the Orange Box was really good. Uh, what was it? Team Fortress 2. It's free now, so I kind of feel a little bit shafted because of that. But not too bad, really. If this is working. It's working. This one takes up a significantly more processor and GPU, so should I update the... Do I need to update the screen? Maybe I should stop and then start again. Reduce the sound, yeah. Well, this is what happens when you don't plan ahead. This is your fault. I blame you. I think it should be fine. 11-year-old game. Not 11. It came out in 2011. How's that? I reduced the sound. How is it? Okay. I'm giving the OK symbol, the OK hand gesture. You can't see that because I don't have a cam, and I would advise against suggesting that because I'm not very photogenic. So I was thinking, in order to update the stream, I'm gonna end the stream and then get right back on. How does that sound? The first menu? Start a game and quit to show us the first menu. What could that mean? Don't understand your words. It's like you're speaking a foreign language called English. No. Well, I'll just go ahead and play. What the hell? Oh, I see what you mean. You mean that one? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and then come right back so that I can update the stream name and stuff. I don't want to get things confused. I'll be right back, I promise.